Hotel 101 Manila, located in the Bay Area, is an ideal hotel for groups. The hotel has 518 happy rooms. Each room has a queen-size bed and single bed setup, and conveniences such as complimentary breakfast, Wi-Fi, and parking. It also has a dedicated shuttle service for events, going to wherever your convention might be, in the World Trade Center, PICC, Mall of Asia Arena, or SMX Convention Center. Rest and relax after a long day in the swimming pool, or dine in and enjoy the food at Horizon Cafe. Hotel 101 Manila is your MICE hotel in Manila. Happy to meet you in Iloilo, especially at Injap Tower Hotel, your gateway to Iloilo history and culture, and Western Visayas' many adventures. The hotel has 194 happy rooms, a swimming pool, gym, and a spa, and meeting rooms at Horizon Cafe on the 21st floor with unparalleled city views. Injap Tower Hotel is your choice whenever you have meetings, conventions, and events in Iloilo. Its central location just across SM City Iloilo and nearby the Iloilo Convention Center and the Iloilo Business Park makes it more convenient for guests to go around and make the most out of their every stay. Happy meeting you at Hotel 101 Group.
Each day is a new day to make memories that will make you smile, a new day to enjoy experiences. that will make you laugh. A new day to define duties that will make you better. A new day to create moments that will make you happy. A new day to live life, to inspire others. After the day, when you look back, you would have lived a year filled with happy moments. Hashtag 365 days of happiness.
Take care of it.
Copy that.
Kingdom should never have abandoned my research. It set us back years. All that effort wasted.
You think this is worth risking our lives?
So easily spooked by a bedtime story.
You mean the rumors of assassins targeting us?
One assassin. He kills everyone connected to this research.
That's not possible.
Myth-making at its worst.
One hired gun responsible for dismantling entire operations. It's pure fantasy.
That's because he's bulletproof. He took out an entire squad with one round. I heard one time he even...
Enough!
Look, I'm just telling you what I heard. Anyone goes up against him disappears for good.
My head was popping and popping, love in the morning. Blue come over to come in the morning. Vogue in the flick, I be here the minute more when I'm on the air. Y'all boys so pitiful, wanna be my pet. Oh well, good boy, cause you won't understand.
He's a bulletproof wizard.
Magic ain't real.
You know why they call him the Dead Lilac, right? It's the purple flash you see before you die.
Seriously? Then how do you know any of this?
He doesn't. All he has are stories.
Let's move out. And no more stories.
Too bad. 你们这个故事可好了。
Hotel 101 Manila, located in the Bay Area, is an ideal hotel for groups. The hotel has 518 happy rooms. Each room has a queen-size bed and single bed setup, and conveniences such as complimentary breakfast, Wi-Fi, and parking. It also has a dedicated shuttle service for events, going to wherever your convention might be in the World Trade Center, PICC, Mall of Asia Arena, or SMX Convention Center. Rest and relax after a long day in the swimming pool, or dine in and enjoy the food at Horizon Cafe. Hotel 101 Manila is your MICE hotel in Manila. Happy to meet you in Iloilo, especially at Injap Tower Hotel, your gateway to Iloilo history and culture, and Western Visayas' many adventures. The hotel has 194 happy rooms, a swimming pool, gym, and a spa, and meeting rooms at Horizon Cafe on the 21st floor with unparalleled city views. Injap Tower Hotel is your choice whenever you have meetings, conventions, and events in Iloilo. Its central location just across SM City Iloilo and nearby the Iloilo Convention Center and the Iloilo Business Park makes it more convenient for guests to go around and make the most out of their every stay. Happy meeting you at Hotel 101 Group.
Each day is a new day to make memories that will make you smile, a new day to enjoy experiences, that will make you laugh. A new day to define duties that will make you better. A new day to create moments that will make you happy. A new day to live life, to inspire others. After today, when you look back, you would have lived a year filled with happy moments. Hashtag 365 days of happiness.
Take care of it.
Copy that.
Kingdom should never have abandoned my research. It set us back years. All that effort wasted.
You think this is worth risking our lives?
So easily spooked by a bedtime story.
You mean the rumors of assassins targeting us?
One assassin. He kills everyone connected to this research.
That's not possible.
Myth-making at its worst.
One hired gun responsible for dismantling entire operations. It's pure fantasy.
That's because he's bulletproof. He took out an entire squad with one round. I heard one time he even...
Enough!
Look, I'm just telling you what I heard. Anyone goes up against him disappears for good.
My head was popping and popping, love in the morning. Go come over, come in the morning, vogue in the flick. I be here the minute more when I'm on the air. Y'all boys so pitiful, wanna be my pet. Oh well, good boy, cause you won't understand.
He's a bulletproof wizard.
Magic ain't real.
You know why they call him the Dead Lilac, right? It's the purple flash you see before you die.
Seriously? Then how do you know any of this?
He doesn't. All he has are stories.
Let's move out. And no more stories.
Too bad. 你们这个故事可好了。
I am the chosen one, as I feel, ain't tripping on real.
Hotel 101 Manila, located in the Bay Area, is an ideal hotel for groups. The hotel has 518 happy rooms. Each room has a queen-size bed and single bed setup, and conveniences such as complimentary breakfast, Wi-Fi, and parking. It also has a dedicated shuttle service for events, going to wherever your convention might be, in the World Trade Center, PICC, Mall of Asia Arena, or SMX Convention Center. Rest and relax after a long day in the swimming pool, or dine in and enjoy the food at Horizon Cafe. Hotel 101 Manila is your MICE hotel in Manila. Happy to meet you in Iloilo, especially at Injap Tower Hotel, your gateway to Iloilo history and culture, and Western Visayas' many adventures. The hotel has 194 happy rooms, a swimming pool, gym, and a spa, and meeting rooms at Horizon Cafe on the 21st floor with unparalleled city views. Injap Tower Hotel is your choice whenever you have meetings, conventions, and events in Iloilo. Its central location just across SM City Iloilo and nearby the Iloilo Convention Center and the Iloilo Business Park makes it more convenient for guests to go around and make the most out of their every stay. Happy meeting you at Hotel 101 Group.
Each day is a new day to make memories that will make you smile, a new day to enjoy experiences, that will make you laugh. A new day to define duties that will make you better. A new day to create moments that will make you happy. A new day to live life, to inspire others. After the day, when you look back, you would have lived a year filled with happy moments. Hashtag 365 days of happiness.
Take care of it.
Copy that.
Kingdom should never have abandoned my research. It set us back years. All that effort wasted.
You think this is worth risking our lives?
So easily spooked by a bedtime story.
You mean the rumors of assassins targeting us?
One assassin. He kills everyone connected to this research.
That's not possible.
Myth-making at its worst.
One hired gun responsible for dismantling entire operations. It's pure fantasy.
That's because he's bulletproof.
Got him all blood with a kick on. Pedal on a pedal with an old kick. But for one dash, cut through see on the end move. Get lifted, body to get cool. Let's do flat where you head. Body giving it all.
He took out an entire squad with one round. I heard one time he even...
Enough!
Look, I'm just telling you what I heard. Anyone goes up against him disappears for good.
There's no on my head, what's poppin' and poppin'. Love in the morning, go come over to come in the morning. Vogue in the flick, I be here the minute more when I'm on the air. Y'all boys so pitiful, wanna be my pet. Oh well, good boy, cause you won't understand.
He's a bulletproof wizard.
Magic ain't real.
You know why they call him the Dead Lilac, right? It's the purple flash you see before you die.
Seriously? Then how do you know any of this?
He doesn't. All he has are stories.
Let's move out. And no more stories.
Too bad. 你们这个故事可好了。
Pedal on a pedal with an old 3 kid room, pump up 400 dash roll, cut through see 100 deep and move, get lifted, body to get cool. Let's do flat where your head, body giving it on me. Oh, double nine. I am the chosen one, as I feel like tripping on rewind. The blessing I got from the angels around me are really some A1. I am the chosen one, as I feel like tripping on rewind. The blessing I got from the angels around me are really some A1.
Hotel 101 Manila, located in the Bay Area, is an ideal hotel for groups. The hotel has 518 happy rooms. Each room has a queen-size bed and single bed setup, and conveniences such as complimentary breakfast, Wi-Fi, and parking. It also has a dedicated shuttle service for events, going to wherever your convention might be in the World Trade Center, PICC, Mall of Asia Arena, or SMX Convention Center. Rest and relax after a long day in the swimming pool, or dine in and enjoy the food at Horizon Cafe. Hotel 101 Manila is your MICE hotel in Manila. Happy to meet you in Iloilo, especially at Injap Tower Hotel, your gateway to Iloilo history and culture, and Western Visayas' many adventures. The hotel has 194 happy rooms, a swimming pool, gym, and a spa, and meeting rooms at Horizon Cafe on the 21st floor with unparalleled city views. Injap Tower Hotel is your choice whenever you have meetings, conventions, and events in Iloilo. Its central location just across SM City Iloilo and nearby the Iloilo Convention Center and the Iloilo Business Park makes it more convenient for guests to go around and make the most out of their every stay. Happy meeting you at Hotel 101 Group.
Recently released Action PH roster. So just so you guys have an idea, Because to give you guys some extra context, right? Of course, KNIGHTSGG are a collegiate team, if I'm not mistaken, and that means that we're gonna have a little bit of a David and Goliath story happening today.
Yes. Yeah, it's an underdog story and a half here, Josh. I'm super excited to see just how both teams are going to perform. Let's take a look at the bracket one last time because this is the last day of qualifying, right? It's do or die, and from here on out, it's only going to get tighter. It's the last day. We only have 2 slots remaining for the quarterfinals, and we only have 4 teams left competing for the last 2 slots. Goats versus Knights, as I mentioned, a classic David Goliath story. And I guess you could say somewhat of a similar story for our second matchup of the day, Sector 0 versus ABS. And if you take a look at the rosters of both of these teams, Josh, both teams that have super experienced players, they're the ones who are not signed by an org. So it's like a proving ground for them today.
Yeah, of course. I mean, now that, of course, Goats are no longer with the APH, this means that these off-season tournaments like Dominator that are happening right now, this is where they want to show their stuff, where they want to shine and make sure that they maybe can get picked up a sponsor in preparation of the next split happening, the next season, because we're in a really long off-season, Datum, which means Valorant, of course. Now we're in the off-season, it's time to look for some new sponsors.
yes, of course. Especially here in the Philippine scene, right? It's always getting tighter, always rising up to the occasion these teams are. And I'm super excited to see just what these 4 teams have to prove starting today. Now let's talk a little bit about KNIGHTSGG. I mean, Goats, if you take a look at the roster, you can definitely recognize a lot of their names, but I don't think I can say the same for KNIGHTSGG. And from what I've heard, they're a collegiate team from up north in Olongpo, and it's pretty scary for me that I know very little about the team, because that means, Josh, they have everything to gain and nothing to lose in this tournament.
Exactly. When you don't have any expectations, that's where things get really interesting, because we've more than once gotten surprised. I mean, yesterday we got a really interesting sweep in not sweep, but an interesting series yesterday in Group C rather, where we had UE Zenith versus good lord, I can't even remember, but I remember UE Zenith in map number 2 against AIM-DOS.
Yes,
it was
AIM-DOS.
Sunset, and they gave them a really bad run for their money in the second map. It started looking like it was really possible, but then when we went over to the third map of the series, well, things just went back to normal, right? So we don't know. Maybe we have some hidden cheese picks in terms of maps, in terms of agent select when it comes to the actual games. And again, we don't know anything about KNIGHTSGG, which means that Goats will not have had the time to review their data or find anything about them, really.
Exactly. And that's kind of like the X factor here, right? You have no clue just how good these players are, what their comfort picks are, what their comfort comps are. So what type of comp are you going to build? There's no entry strat going on here. You're just going on by plain old mechanics. And I can't wait to see Goats just showcase that, or the other way around. KNIGHTSGG, we talk about teams that are these with everything to gain and nothing to lose. We've seen them rise to the occasion over and over again. Remember when Paper X first got introduced in the international scene, and all of the analysts and casters were doubting them. They're saying, this team plays too fast, they're too aggressive. What they do, they proved everyone wrong, got to the VCT champs, reaching the second slot, up to the second point, almost winning it all. And I can't wait for something to happen, something like that to happen right here at Dominator.
Yep, and that's the beauty of off-season tournament, because now that you have an open qualifier, now you have everyone who wants to go through every step of the way, every step of the bracket to move forward, proving themselves more and more along the way. This is where the beauty of the David and Goliath story is, right? I mean, yes, we're going to be expecting greatness out of our first team, but KNIGHTSGG from Olongapo are what we're going to be watching today. But of course, for them, we're going to give you guys a little bit of an intro. I think to them, their star player would be Ging2X or Ging.
Yes.
And apparently they're from Colombian Knights, which is a collegiate esports org with multiple game titles that they participate in.
Yeah, and I love that we're getting teams from all over the country and from all the colleges. Like no matter what age bracket you are, no matter how much experience, and take a look at the message that they're putting up there for everyone to see. Let's just have fun. We hope that everyone performs here, and that is just so pure. I can't. They're really playing towards the mysterious factor here, Josh. They're not trash talking anyone. They're not exposing anything about themselves apart from Jing Jing being the star player. And I'm really excited how Knights are going to perform here.
Yeah, I gotta be really excited because you never know what to expect. Meanwhile, on the other side, in the other corner, this is gonna be Goats from Manila. Like we said, they are former Action PH and their best player, Worship. We've seen him time and time again in these off-season grassroots tournaments. We've seen him in multiple rosters, including, if I'm not mistaken, he was also part of... there's so many teams. I don't even need to... There's so many teams that Worship has been part of. Yeah. And I'm not surprised that they would put Worship in here. But the whole thing about Goats, right? They're Action PH. They are a team that is consisting of pro players who've been in the scene for the longest time, a year, 2 years. Some of them the entire lifetime of Valorant. Huh?
Yeah. Ton of experience between these players. If you take a look at the roster, you got Worship, Psycho, Narpim, Second Love, Eugene S. I mean, who wouldn't be afraid playing against these players? Repulsive, the last slot in that roster. And they're a team, Josh, that kind of performed decently well in VCL Split 2. Unfortunately, when facing against the top two teams, NAOS and Oasis at the time, they were unable to breach through that top echelon of VCL Split 2. So this is kind of like a start for them. This is their first tournament without an org backing them, and they want to show what they're made of for the future, for next year, where they hope to get picked up by an org.
Yeah, remember what we keep saying time and time again, money doesn't always matter, right? When you have the resources, if you can play the game and if you have the skills, then you can definitely show your stuff. And I mean, what better way to show it than here in Dominator with a whopping 101,101 peso grand prize, of course, sponsored by Hotel 101, which I might stay there when I fly over for the finals weekend. We'll see. It's also really close to our venue.
Yes, that's pretty convenient. That's Hotel 101 for you. And you know what, Josh? Last time I stayed in Hotel 101, I had the best sleep of my life. So make sure, guys, to stay in a comfortable and safe environment with Hotel 101. Our facilities are regularly sanitized and maintained, offering a safe and happy stay for you. Reserve a room now at hotel101.com.ph. And while we get things ready for you folks, it is going to be the start of the game after this break. So Josh will be on a break for just a bit. Don't go anywhere, guys.
Yeah, I'm the king when I'm in a van. I'm a G when I'm in a van. Going things out, I'm in a man. Ain't nothing but a go dang, go dang. Hit him with the left right. That was in the left right door. Let the boys get night, good night. Got me showing you that. Yeah, I'm the king when I'm in a van. I'm a G when I'm in a van. Only things out, I'm in a man. Ain't nothing but a go dang, go dang. 绝杀的功力，我们并不缺乏，学家电视在身
Each day is a new day. A new day to make memories that will make you smile. A new day to enjoy experiences that will make you laugh. A new day to define duties that will make you better. A new day to create moments that will make you happy. A new day to live life, to inspire others. After the day, when you look back, you would have lived a year filled with happy moments. Hashtag 365 days of happiness.
Take care of it.
Copy that.
Kingdom should never have abandoned my research. It set us back years. All that effort wasted.
You think this is worth risking our lives?
So easily spooked by a bedtime story.
You mean the rumors of assassins targeting us?
One assassin. He kills everyone connected to this research.
That's not possible.
Myth-making at its worst.
One hired gun responsible for dismantling entire operations. It's pure fantasy.
That's because he's bulletproof. He took out an entire squad with one round. I heard one time he even...
Enough!
Look, I'm just telling you what I heard. Anyone goes up against him disappears for good.
And we're back, ladies and gents. It's me, just Bobby, here with Datum. For those of you who have just gotten here, you are here just in time for the first series of the day. This is CKGG versus GOATS. Of course, that's GOATS, rather, who are the former APH roster versus the collegiate team CKGG, which also, Matt, I found this out in our downtime. Yeah, we just came from a break, and I found out that Second Glove, who is playing on the GOATS roster right now, is actually one of the players from CKGG as well.
Yeah, that's got to be a pretty rough spot to be in. Rough or good, it depends on how you view it. But when you're playing against a team that you used to play with, I don't even know if they still play together or are they just separating for the sake of Dominator here. But that gives a very good insight to the GOATS roster here on how CKGG operates. And that kind of nullifies a lot of what we talked about earlier, right? The David Goliath storyline, where CKGG being a team that's collegiate, slowly starting to make their way into the scene, whom teams might not have that information on. Like, dynamic completely changes because Second Love knows exactly how these players play. He knows exactly who the IGL is. And I think it's gonna be a big task for CKGG, even more so now, to take the former Action PH squad here now.
Yeah, it's gonna be really interesting. Now we're gonna be starting it off. This is a best of 3, of course. So we're starting on the tight map of Split, which is, everyone's best friend who has just recently come back to town.
I can't say Split's my best friend. I'm not sure about that, Josh, but okay. A lot of people like Split. It's, I guess, good for them. But the one thing for sure that I know of, Josh, is a lot of the Filipino teams and teams in Southeast Asia in general have revolutionized the way Split has been played, right? Ever since the beginning of Val, we've sort of somewhat agreed that Split is a defender-sided map, but now that's completely flipped and over its head.
Yeah.
I don't know how, but APAC teams have somehow find a way to make Split even attacker-sided, which is absolutely wonderful. If I'm not mistaken, Action PH, one of those teams that likes playing very aggressively here in Split, which makes me excited for what kind of roster, what kind of agent compositions they're going to bring out today.
And that's why APAC is such an interesting region, right? We changed things up here in the APAC region. And when it comes to Split, which is usually one of the slowest maps played when you go to NA, when you go to the Americas, not just NA, Americas and EU. What happens here is that here in the Philippines, here in Asia, Split is one of the fastest maps because of how it's built with the small spaces. You usually get the double duelist comp, definitely a raise there. Sometimes it's a Phoenix instead of a Jet here and there, but the double dive is usually what really brings things forward when it comes here to Split.
Yeah, Raze and Jet, both of them, in my opinion, haven't dropped in value despite the recent nerfs to their comps, right? If you remember, the Boombot range significantly decreased. There's only one updraft available now for the Jet, but even so, still very, very proficient, especially in maps like this where information can somewhat be kind of limited, depending on the comp you're playing, but that is kind of standard in Split, right? You don't necessarily want to go the Sova route. You kind of want to go for the flashes. That's why we see a couple of Phoenixes here. Sky is kind of becoming a staple here. Breach, very efficient here as well. So CKGG, the one thing that I know that these players are thinking right now is, okay, we're going to Split. This is going to be a chaotic map no matter what. So I guess what they're trying to do here is just try and put their players in the most comfortable positions that they can. Play their comforts, play their mains, and worry about the macro of it in the game, because this is Split we're talking about. I mean, it's absolute chaos. It's what sets the tone here for APAC.
And that's the beauty of Split, man. The thing is, right, when you don't really know your opponent that well, the best thing to do is not worry about them at all. Play your own game, put yourself back to your comfort position, just like you said, and comfort goes above all else. Because sometimes when you overthink things a little bit, you overcook, and then things go awry more often than not, and that's why it's a little bit of I don't know what to think here. I don't know if CKG should get steamrolled, or if they have some hidden strength that we don't know about just yet.
Yeah, my eyes are gonna be on Ging Ging or Jing Jing, or how he wants,
how do we even read
to
that?
be called. Yeah, because in their team interview, remember we have conducted team interviews for each team before Dominator started. And Knights, they were very humble in their interview, stating that Jing is their number one player. And the one thing I noticed about Dominator so far is, in a lot of the times, that's not necessarily true, the player they put out for, because as we said, Southeast Asia, it's all about chaos, right? Especially in maps like this, so anyone can take over the game, especially teams with a lot of experience, right? You could see anyone rocking the top of the board, and I can't wait to see if that's going to happen for CKGG. Is Jing Jing going to step up for the team, or is the whole team going to do so?
Yeah, when it comes to that, consistency, so important across the board, so I think yesterday we had the iMage was actually popping up, but remember, iMage also became that glass cannon for his team when UE Zenith kept, whenever iMage was shut down, the rest of the team couldn't step up to the plate, and it ultimately just meant AIMDOS winning. So hopefully for CKGG, they have consistency, and it's not just one singular star player in the team, because at the end of the day, it's still a 5v5 game.
Of course, absolutely. It's all about the team play, right? The communication, that synergy. And the one thing I'm sure of, Josh, APH, they've got that figured out, right? I mean, this is a team that, apart from having a ton of experience individually, they've also had a ton of experience playing as a team. So that means that their communication's top-notch, their sort of level in terms of the momentum, the speed that they play at is, I think it's safe to assume, already figured out for the most part. And now that we know that Second Love is from CKGG, it makes things even more worrying here for CKGG, right? It all feels downhill, but that's the beauty of a good David and Goliath story. It's just going to keep getting better and better until we actually see the results. Let's talk about the rest of the map rotation, the map veto here. We're going to split for the first map, which Goats themselves picked up. Second map, Knights, they picked Bind. Third map, if we ever get to it, we're going to Breeze. And I gotta say, Josh, I'm kind of relieved we're not seeing a Sunset for today. Kind of relieved.
Oh my god. To be fair, Sunset is really enjoyable because it's also brought the rise of some new agents in the map pool.
True.
Phoenix has been getting a lot of views. I'm loving Phoenix on Sunset, by the way, as the Phoenix main. And the plays like KO and some of the less used agents, including Viper as well, who has more or less become a secondary agent or a secondary controller. Has been getting a lot of use in Sunset, but well, we don't have that in the series. Meanwhile, though, I think we're gonna have to go to a quick break, so we're gonna catch our breath a little bit. See you guys in a bit.
Yeah, I'm the king when I'm in a rang. I'm a G when I'm in a fang. Golden things out of in a man. Ain't nothing but a go dang, go dang. Hit him with the left right. That was in the mid far door. Let the boys get night, good night. I'm yeah, I'm the king when I'm in a rang. I'm a G when I'm in a man. Golden things out of in a man. Ain't nothing but a go dang, go dang. 绝杀的功力，我们并不缺乏，学家电视在深度之后变化，来来来，冲的游戏扩大，拿下吧，赌上所有身价，哪一把 get 哪 get 下，这场就是胜利属于赢家。
Well, we said it. We said it was going to be a short break. It was a short break. We do not lie in here. It's going to be map number 1 in Split. KNIGHTSGG versus Goats. Yes. Hey, Matt, you know that that old meme with the screaming goats? I think that's coming to mind whenever I see the logo.
I think that's where it's from. I think that's where they got the name and the photo from. But let's see if they're going to be able to live up to the name that they put up themselves. Goats, what kind of comp do you think they're going to go for here, Josh? Because a lot of times when we see European teams or America's teams, they like going for double controllers. Viper kind of becoming a staple here, along with either an Astra or an Omen, depending on how flexible your controllers want to be. And so far, it seems like Goat's going to be going for the Omen route instead on top of Cypher. So more of a, I'd say, more of a standard route here compared to Knights, who just locked up the Gecko here on Gingy.
Gecko! Okay, yes. To be fair, I love using Gecko here. You get a lot of flexibility. And when you see Wingman go out, it's a lot harder to actually find out what's going on. Is it going to be a plant? Is it information gathering? Because it's kind of hard to gather information on Split, which is why the double dive comp has been so popular here. But on both sides, we're actually looking at a double initiator, which is more than interesting here. Because
exactly.
And you know what makes it even more interesting on top of that is the fact that the choice of initiator as well. We're getting a Breach in the Sky, and on the other side, Gecko in Sky. No KO, which is usually expected on this map. And we're gonna see then what kind of information they can use to get themselves into the site this way around. Because Sky is going to be the main information gathering agent on the side of Goats, but in Knights is a little bit more flexible. You have both the Sky and the Gecko to get you information. So it's going to give them a few more choices to get inside, because once that Sky's down, then Goats is going to have a little bit of a harder time to collect that info.
Yeah, what I love about their composition, though, is it signals to me, or it shows me what type of playstyle they want to use against Action PH. They want to hit the brakes. They want to use these flashes flexibly, sometimes offensively, sometimes defensively. And I love that the Gecko is picked up here, because it shows the sort of endurance that you have when it comes to rounds, right? Because Gecko, you can re-pick up the abilities, all of the abilities that Gecko has, which means that CKGG, they can take all the time in the world, especially on these attacking sides, and they can set up that Gecko with the Sky utility. Really interesting stuff here. So what I'm trying to say here, Josh, on top of course the standard Viper Astra combo, the one thing that they could struggle with is watching those flanks. They don't have a dedicated Sentinel, and I've seen experienced teams even struggle with that. So I wonder how CKGG is going to tackle that possible problem.
You know, sometimes the best defense is offense. And of course, well, Goats is going to be starting on the attack this time around with Second Love the man in the middle here playing as the Cypher. So we're gonna at how things are gonna be playing out here. Shout out to one of our good friends who does love saying that phrase. But taking a look at our setups, one of the players on the camera is a little bit shy, isn't he?
Well, you know how it goes with us gamers, right? We're never really comfortable on the spotlight, but when they are in game, they're absolute beasts here. Josh, I mean, talk about the greats from Paper X, Jing, or even Lex. But here we go.
Dark! Oh!
Beautiful.
Great way to open it up. All the util to cover Eugene as his push, and now Dark just on the outside. As his comrade is falling, he has to back off. But there's so much util. The aftershock, the dog as well. But here it comes. 3 people now onto the side. They know where the gecko is. Dark and Eugene S. Good for 3. Cypher cleans it up as well. It's gonna be 0 and 1. Goats. No wonder they have this name.
Yeah, an explosive start for Eugene S. Perfectly fitting for the race that they're playing right now. Getting a 3K and then not losing a single player. It almost could get better than this for Goats. And I love just how they approach there so quick. We're talking about the time buying potential here of CKGG's roster. Action PH, they just ran straight in. They don't even need the double push comp you're talking about, Josh. They're just gonna go in with Eugene S at the helm.
Yeah, what do you mean double dive? We have all this util.
Yep.
The breach, the flash is coming in from the sky as well. So good to push them in. Now Eugene S making his way over into heaven already. The first few seconds now. This 5 stack on A is a little bit of a missed call here. So now it looks like they are going to be aware that there's nobody inside the site. And, well, Goats don't have anything to worry about at this point. It's going to be one hell of a hard retake for them because CKGG, they're on an eco.
And they've got a Cypher set up down in mid as well. So rotation's going to be cut off from Noir. Eugene S taking control of the defender side spawn, and Second Love, of course, playing against his team. Actually finally goes down. It's an upgrade for just what? Can they actually find the kills? Ging finally shows up, and they're going in, Josh.
What? How is this possible? I don't understand. Like, no, maybe a fourth. No, just one stop down to 1v1. Narpin with the bulldog in hand, the last person playing just outside of the pillar. He knows that Joshua was baiting it out. He's so low, gets sprayed down. Narpin gets this, but at the end of the day, that was an expensive round for Goats.
Definitely expensive. 2-0. Lost 4 of their players. Almost losing the round. Actually, Narpin down to just 17 HP. That's 1 bullet difference between these 2 rounds. And that fell apart quickly when Second Love was unable to hold down in mid, right? It was pushed from all directions, and a beautiful read from CKGG there, actually calling that Second Love loves to play this. This is the thing we didn't talk about earlier, Josh. Second Love might be the imposter here on Action PH side, but CKGG, they know how he plays too.
Oh yeah. One problem as well, but some proactivity on the side of CKGG, throwing out the flash for the information. Rose Sky, oh, just the perfect timing, gets Eugene S as he makes his way into the site, and now there's all this util, the smokes on the way outside, stopping them from going inside. Warship taking down Rose Sky here. There's so much info collected. Just what's gonna be good for one more. There's only 2 people left on the side of Goats. Barely alive now. It's only 1 person left. Psycho 1v3. The spike is in no man's land, and he only has 1 flash available. Can't even heal himself in this situation. How do you come back from this?
How indeed. At least got a Vandal, so a lingering chance here. And still a fair bit of time. You know what I noticed here, Josh? APH, or rather, sorry, Goats taking each and every round so quickly. This might be some form of conditioning. They're conditioning CKGG to think that we like rushing, and then later they're going to pull the brakes. But now, it's a 1v3. Can Psycho pull it off?
There's still so much time too. But the problem is he got spotted so early.
Yeah, they got info.
So there's no misinformation here. Flash out, coming in from Psycho, gets more. Turns the other way, he knows Joshua is there, but no, he's not able to swing it out. Perfect timing coming in from Joshua to get that 3rd round here. And they finally hatch their egg.
I love it, Josh. Tooth and nail. They're giving it everything they've got. It's only the 4th round of the game. And it feels like it's already been ages since these 2 started playing. And suffice to say, I think this is closer than a lot of people expected. CKGG, they're putting such a good fight on this defense. I mean, granted, that wasn't a buy round for Goats. It was kind of one, because look at their eco here, Josh. Not a lot going around, just 2 guns. Eugene S and Second Love, the only 2 with a rifle here.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this is the best play at the moment, but they did separate. taking 2 over in mid, which is, usually you love going into the middle of split because when you split that map in half, it makes it a lot easier. But now they cleared it up where there is 0 presence from CKGG. This is the crossroads where they decide which way to go.
And I love
Angel's
that
out.
I love that they're going for this mid push, right? Because you have to have a defense line down in vents and in B heaven, so it really splits up the defense here for CKGG. And it's left them wondering, where are they going? Are they actually pushing down mid? They don't have any info for the moment, and the only thing they're basing off of is the noise that they're hearing, which is absolutely nothing for now, apart from that one paranoia down in B heaven.
Yeah. Now, waiting patiently, just why I like this. All the patience in the world. He could rotate, but he's not gonna do it. And they're actually doubled up. You have the Viper playing in heaven to make sure that even if this Cypher moves too far forward, he's in trouble. Rose guy, he doesn't see him move out, but he will get one. But it's gonna be a full-on push coming in from Ghost to make themselves team to the side. Rose guy gonna be good for 1 just underneath. Narpim gets him, but there's the smokes. He's not gonna get himself the safety. It's absolute chaos. You don't know where the look cycle is gonna be good for 1. It's only 1 person left, and with the sheriff shoots him down like it's nothing.
Again. A little bit of spice getting thrown out here.
A little bit of spice. A little bit of spice. Hey, I like my Valorant spicy.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't like their chicken with a little red flag on there, right? I mean, 3-1 is our score here. And Action PH, remember, we talked about just how little they had going into this round and how that mid push is going to be absolutely pivotal. They were so strategic in getting that A tower control. With alert coming in from Second Love, perfect little breach stun from Worship. It was set up for success. They just took control of Heaven and they took all the guns.
But this time now, just trying to take that information is already regretting his decision because there's so many people stacked up in his direction. They're going to be throwing it up all the way into heaven now with the Seekers coming out, the Cabbages detecting where they're going to be. Rose Sky doing everything they can to try and stay alive, but they're just overrun by too many people coming in forward. 3 people left on the side of CKGG, and it's going to be an Eco Cypher taking him down in the matter of a few seconds. Gunning down his former teammates just like that.
That's the very definition of a meat grinder there, Josh. They threw everything they got down in A site. And you can see the 2 players from the Knights just scrambling to hold on to that A site. But where do they look? There's a flash up here, there's a dizzy up here, and there's a Seekers coming straight at you when you're being blinded and being pushed by Eugene S on the double bass back play. It's just unrelenting aggression here by Goats. And it makes you wonder, are they going to stop doing this? Because so far it's looking pretty good. I don't think they have to change anything.
Yeah. A little bit of a cheese cage coming in from Second Love as we're going to be setting up for the take this time. It's going to be a push over onto heaven. Spikes out in the paint shots to make sure that everything is safe and the smoke's actually set up. Now, they find just one, know that A site is perfectly open and they're going to be flooding in just like that. Problem now though, everyone's taking up that space over in heaven. They have to hold on to the site because they don't have a secondary way of holding on here. Forced to play just inside of the gulag at the bottom.
Yeah, time ticking away. Flat already started, but the retake not in the works. At Narpin shuts down Rose Sky, and it's just falling apart here, Josh.
Rash is ready.
King is just trying to pop off here, fighting a little bit of space. But now it's all down to Noir, and I think Noir's been disconnected here, Josh. Unfortunate turn of events for Knights.
Oh no, that's gonna be, unfortunate things happening today. I think we had a little bit of problems as well earlier before the game started, but well, yeah, what do you expect? It's an online competition. It happens sometimes, but well, we're gonna be having a little bit of a pause to make sure that both our teams have the opportunity to clean themselves up and get ready for more action. Current standing 1-5. How does CKGG come back from this?
That is the question. To be fair though, Josh, Goats, they had such a phenomenal time in that round. I don't think Noir being back in this round would have made much of a difference. I mean, don't get me wrong, Noir is a very talented player, but the way they held on to that site, the way they held on to that tower position, CKGG, they were just losing the fights, losing the dry peaks there. And it felt really hopeless there, even when Noir was supposedly present in that fight. 5-1, you mentioned. It's a 4-round lead. And I don't think we'd even reach 5 minutes into this game. That's how quick Action PH,
Goats,
are taking over the split map.
They really want to run it down and make it quick. I think, well, it is a Sunday. Maybe they have some family obligations to get to. So hopefully for them, they can get a 2-0. But hey, who doesn't like a nice, long, drawn-out series, right?
Oh, yeah. Especially here in Split. I mean, take a look at the longest games ever in Valorant history in the whole world. I think top 3 at least has to be all in Split. Talk about 40 rounds ongoing, almost 50. And of course, it doesn't happen much here in Southeast Asia or APAC or in the Philippines in general. But do you really think we're gonna see that today here, Josh? Because I don't know.
Yeah, it reminds me of that one time. You said Split. I remember I was watching an Americas match, and I think it was Bind.
I know what you're. Yeah.
It was Bind. It was Bind, and it was 4 overtimes, one after the other. It was hilariously long. But well, we're not gonna see anything of that long this time around. Noir is gonna be back, and we are gonna be going right into round number 7. Narpin leading the charge with a little bit of patience, right? Coming in from Eugene S. And it's a showstopper coming in through. And he knows where he is. Tries to go to miss. He misses it. The Rozo, a little bit unfortunate. Howard just was still alive. He doesn't see him. Nor get Eugene S. What in the world? What kind of unfortunate events are happening right now? What?
Big fumble there from Eugene S. But regardless, Goats take the site. And CKGG down to the last 2. Barely any weaponry here, Josh. They have an ult, but they can't find the space.
Well, it's Ging with the sheriff.
Wow.
That's it.
Yeah.
Nice and quick. Not as clean as one would want it to be, but hey, they got the round in the end, man.
Yeah, Eugene S there. Listen, Eugene, we didn't see that. You still won the round.
We didn't see it. We didn't see it.
We saw the first kill.
He got the first kill.
Yeah, exactly.
Flashed, and he couldn't get a single thing, but yeah, it's fine. It worked out.
Yeah, it worked out. It worked out in the end. 6-1 is the score. I mean, to be fair, that was eco for CKGG anyway, so it called for that kind of slow push there for Goats, but they still turned up the tempo the moment that Eugene S went into the site. Now all ults available now for Knights, and they're stacking up B here, Josh. I don't think it's the best idea. Look at the map.
What's going on? It's gonna be a real problematic. Oh boy.
We're hesitating here. I'm not sure if Action PH. This is the right call here because Knights slowly rotating towards this A site. They're not using any smokes yet. It's no giveaway that A site is their point of interest, but Action, they're gonna run into resistance soon. Here comes CK. But look at where the spike is! It's in B! It's slowly making its way there. Plant coming through. Worship so far away. And they're not. No, they don't know where the spike is. They're just running around. No, not knowing, taking these fights. Eugene S coming through down into the defender side spawn. But here comes the lurk. Rosakai from behind. Might just be able to save this round. In a 1v3, he will not succeed. 7-1. Goats take another round and didn't even let Knights use a single ultimate in that round. Let's take a look at how that happened again. And Goats, this is the first round that they pulled off something like this, apart from the rushes they've been doing. They almost paid for it with Rosy Kai, but thankfully they were able to recover off of the fancy feet. Take a look at that from Eugene S. By surviving by the skin of his teeth. That's 7-1. Just the individual prowess of the players of Goats certainly taking the spotlight now, and everyone just fragging out of their wine. Worship is just so good on the setup. Seems to be another setup in the works here for the rush. Dork Judge not getting anything as Eugene S again lead the charge towards A heaven, and now Rosikai inside the smoke, Josh.
Oh, that's not gonna be fun. Second one's already set up, he knows where they are, but they don't see Rosikai. What? He gets 3, but Eugene S trades him out. It's 2v2. We're now equal in number, but they're going to be rotating over towards B. And I don't know if he has any kind of idea. Just was halfway through. He's inside the vents, and I think he has an idea. He's going to pull the rotations, moving towards B. Eugene S and Narpin quick on the trigger and also quick in the thoughts. Spice can go down. The smokes actually set up over in deep while Joshua makes his way into the heavens. Who is gonna go straight into heaven? Eugene S slaps him up into the sky. It's gonna be Ging 2X all alone. 2v1, but remember, this is the best player on their team. He has to make sure that he can solo these fights. He doesn't see, I think Eugene S has an idea.
Well, there you go.
He's not going to be able to do it. Paranoia to bring him out as well. A little bit of a delay in that retake, and Narpin. Look at the positioning. It's going to be so hard to get himself inside. And he sees Eugene S over in rafters, but it's not going to be enough. 4 kills for Eugene S, securing round number 8 for Goats.
Yeah, the Knights Prodigy there, Ging, unable to hold a candle against two of the most experienced players here in the GOATS roster. I mean, talk about Narpim and Eugene S. Just the sheer amount of playtime and hours that they have in so many splits that they've participated both locally and international scene, some regional tournaments here and there. It seems like Ging hasn't found the rhythm yet. And I think I could say the same here for the Knights roster here, Josh. They've been holding on to these ults for so long because they can't find the setup to use any of them.
You know, sometimes you just need to have the right time to use it, but fault line being brought out, pushing just out of the way. Eugene has gone right inside. He was not expecting him to be that close, that fast. And now Roskai, the closest person on the site, holding on to heaven as the rest are going to be gearing up for the retake. Judge in the hands of Ging denies the ult, but Psycho's there for the quick trades. And now 3v4. I don't know how they're going to get themselves in here. And the war gets taken down, and so does Dark. It's going to be Roskai only with the smokes here. Stuck between a rock and a hard place, just like that, cleaned up. It's gonna be a team ace from the side of GOATS.
It's gotta feel rough here for the side of Knights. I mean, I think they should pull a timeout right now. 9-1. The best score that they can achieve from here on out is going to be 3-9. And they don't have much weaponry here, Josh. Is it time to use the ults? Is it time to force buy? I'm not even sure what they can do here because Eugene S is just slicing up these sites wide open with so much consistency, even when he doesn't use his util right. It's just, I'm in awe of how GOATS are executing so well every single round here.
And look at this guy just smiling. It's gonna be another satchel push up onto ramps. Dark not expecting him to be that close. Hiding for God knows what. But he does get himself out. Problem is he only has a shorty, so there's not gonna be much weaponry on his side. Meanwhile, on the other side, push coming from mid. Psycho takes down Roskai, who only has a shotgun in hand, but Narpim gonna be good for one more, and Worship cleaning it up all of the map. It doesn't matter where you are, Ghosts are gonna be hunting you down. Two people left on the side of KNIGHTSGG. Absolutely fractured. No money, no guns. Just one gets taken down, and it's Noir stuck in spawn, will be killed. Short range with the shorty. 10 rounds now for GOATS.
Eugene S was flashed when he got the second to the last kill there. Still got the frag and somehow came away unscathed. Of course, gonna double down this time. Eugene S picking up the op in the last round of the half here. Of course, they got nothing to lose anyway. 9-round lead here for the GOATS squad. And KNIGHTSGG, I think they should preemptively use the ults here. Just try to be a little bit more aggressive. Change the setup a little bit. And who knows? You got nothing to lose in this round anyway, apart from that point. So might as well just use those ults, right?
Honestly, they have everything for them. They have the Seekers, they have a Thrash as well if they want to be aggressive on one side. Or they can play defensive with the Viper Spit, with the Astral Wall, the Cosmic Divide. But now Roskai, whoop! Actually inside the Viper Spit takes down Eugene S, which is going to be a great start, but now they know where he is. Playing inside with the hope of trying to stay alive. The rest of GOATS will be running in the other direction, but there's so much coming for them. Dark gets caught with the timing perfect from Second Love and Psycho as they push over through mid, splitting the site wide open. Ging. They know where he is.
Oh my God.
They expect him. They know there's just too much information, and now with Roskai still inside, they have no idea where he is, but he's gonna let go of that site. Spike's gonna go down, and it's 4 people against 1. I don't know how one singular controller can do this.
They're closing in. I think they have a clue that he's coming in from mid because
no.
Roskai finds 2, but not the third there. And the amount of awareness that Second Love displayed there, Josh. Just one man on the Cypher, on the mission against his teammates, and getting a 3K. Opening up the avenue for the side take here for Action PH. That was beautifully read by Second Love, showing us the amount of intelligence, the amount of read that he has of the Knight squad, the squad that he formerly plays for. Pushes them to the 10-round lead here, Josh. 10 rounds.
10 rounds, and now we're in the second half. Remember, first step to a comeback is to get that pistol, but if they don't get this pistol, it's pretty much sold. Gone, auctioned off to the highest bidder right now because GOATS so confident are going in with so much aggression. I don't even know how KNIGHTSGG can respond to this, but the only thing they can do is fight fire with fire. Now 5 people pushing on forward. Fault line, slow them down. I don't know how they fight this, but it's slowed down so significantly.
Action PH are on defense this time. And look at Second Love again with the lurk. Rosika expecting, and Eugene asks for the first touch.
Down A.
Oh no, man, it's not looking good, man. It's not looking good. Psycho. pushes through the smoke, takes him down its door, trying to isolate the fight, gets two, but it's just way too many people in his face. That's gonna be map point for GOAT. CKGG have to force it out. They have to do everything they can to take this round. Otherwise, it's gonna be over and we're moving all the way into the next map.
I might as well use a timeout right now. I mean, it's potentially the last round anyway. It has to be 11 perfect rounds. I think a force buy is required here for Knights, trying to stand a chance just in this particular round. But take a look at the pickups. UGNS on the judge. And by the looks of it, UGNS's position signals to me, Josh. I think they want to push down an A main.
Oh, yeah. Looks like it. Now, Yinging does get Psycho. It's UGNS. Good for 2 already, but that's so much damage done. At this point, it's going to be real hard for him to push on forward, but Joshua does get one. Stinger in hand as the flash comes on through. Smoke to slow things down, and suddenly it's going to be 2v3 here, but Second Love dinks Joshua. He sees Dark push on forward. That's all the information one could ask for, because look at this. Narpim's right in heaven. Paranoia coming on through, but that's a judge. It's a judge. You don't want to push into that, good sir. It's going to be real painful. And it's just like that. Great call coming in from him, but you know where he is. Push on. No! But Joshua cleans it up. It's going to be down to a 1v1. Spike in his hands, trying to hold on to it. It's Joshua versus Second Love. Comrade versus comrade, holding on to the spike, but there's so much time. Joshua can do everything he wants. He can play around, he can rotate away. It all depends on how he wants to play this, but look at this Second Love. Fabricate as well to make sure that they can't forward. It's a Bucky. The Bucky is gonna play like man on guard. Joshua pushing on forward. He knows. Pushes the corner and cleans it up. He ends it for his former teammates. 113 for GOAT.
What a game. What a performance. And what a showcase of experience and talent here for the former Action PH squad. Beautiful stuff here all throughout the round. There's a couple of fumbles, don't get us wrong. It wasn't perfect, but 13-1. I think that's a pretty good game for them, for GOATs.
Definitely a good game for GOATs, and they wanted to end nice and quick, which they did. They did. CKGG really struggled there. Hopefully they can get their heads on straight for the next map, but this is a best of 3. There is a chance that we're going to see a little bit more Valorant action. But, well, with that being said, we're going to go to a quick break so CKG can think about it. So GOATs can think about what they're going to do in the next map. Well, see you guys in a bit.
I'm the king when I'm in a van. I'm a G when I'm in a van. Going things out, I'm in a man. Ain't nothing but a go dang, go dang. Hit him with the left, right. That was in the mid fire door. Let the boys get night, good night. I'm yeah, I'm the king when I'm in a van. I'm a G when I'm in a van. Going things out, I'm in a man. Ain't nothing but a go dang, go dang. 绝杀的功力，我们并不缺乏。学家电视在深度之后变化，来来来，全力游戏过卡，拿下吧，赌上所有身价。哪一把也拿给下，这场就是胜利属于赢家。
Each day is a new day. A new day to make memories that will make you smile. A new day to enjoy experiences that will make you laugh. A new day to define duties that will make you better. A new day to create moments that will make you happy. A new day to live life, to inspire others. After the day, when you look back, you would have lived a year filled with happy moments. Hashtag 365 days of happiness.
Take care of it.
Copy that.
Kingdom should never have abandoned my research. It set us back years. All that effort wasted.
You think this is worth risking our lives?
So easily spooked by a bedtime story.
You mean the rumors of assassins targeting us?
One assassin. He kills everyone connected to this research.
That's not possible.
Myth-making at its worst.
One hired gun responsible for dismantling entire operations. It's pure fantasy.
That's because he's bulletproof.
Got him all blood with a kick home. Pedal on a pedal with an old kick. Above cut through sea on the end move. Get lifted, body to get cool. Let's do flat where you at. Body coming at home.
He took out an entire squad with one round. I heard one time he even...
Enough!
Look, I'm just telling you what I heard. Anyone goes up against him disappears for good.
Welcome back, folks, to the final day of qualifying here to the quarterfinals of NAOS Dominator. My name is Daydam, and I'm casting with the one and only Ju Suave. And we're here with the first matchup of the day. Goats with a powerful 13-1 performance against Knights. I mean, Josh, how do you come back from that?
How do you come back to that? Don't ask me, because I have no idea. Okay, but I mean, we did have a little bit of a break. Maybe they can get their heads on straight, to get the mental right, and maybe able to perform better in the second map, which of course is going to be on the map of Bind.
Yes, and you gotta remember, Josh, this is the map that Knights picked. This is the map where they want to showcase their talent, and they're going to start off on the attack. So I wonder if this time they're going to go for the same kind of aggression that Goats showed up in that last game, or can they even pull it off? I mean, remember that their comp from the last game was a very default-oriented comp. And do you remember a single default out of that game?
No, man.
No.
It was a true masterclass coming in from the more experienced players on the side of Goats. But yeah, it's going to be Bind, which is arguably a very interesting map to start on the second side, because remember, this is the map where we see Euros, this is the map where we see Harbors used. We might see some cheese picks come out of CKG, and it might be used, or might be great for them, because again, we don't know what to expect.
Oh, they're hovering the Harbor right now, which could prove to be interesting indeed. That's what you said here, Josh. But remember, typically we don't see Harbors here in Bind for the reason that it's kind of not self-sufficient, right? You need to couple that up with another controller, and more often than not, you use these types of controllers to split up big sites, and it seems like they're undeterred. CKGG, they're doubling down on the interesting comp. They've got a Harbor, and they've already and they're still contemplating giving Ging that echo. Meanwhile, Goats, they're all locked up here. Sage on the Hands of Worship, and it's looking pretty standard here with a double duelist here for action. For the former Action PH squad, it seems like they're going for a double Sentinel. They locked it up. They're going for deadlock here.
It's a deadlock. Okay, Matt, we have not seen a deadlock in the longest time.
I think this is the first time I'm seeing it in a qualifying stage of a tournament. I do have to say, Josh, it's interesting, but it's a very ballsy move here for Goats. If they can pull it off, I'm gonna be a fan. If I wasn't already.
I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I love surprises, and we're getting a little bit of surprise on both sides. We got a harbor and the deadlock on the map of Bind of all things. Can you imagine?
I know. I mean, you said it yourself, right? This is the map where interesting things come out. I mean, this is not the kind of interesting we were expecting, but it's interesting nonetheless. Take a look at the compositions here on both sides. A double sentinel, but not the traditional kind here. Just a sage and a deadlock. A lot of control that comes with those sentinels actually come with peaking potential, right? Unlike Cypher, unlike Killjoy, where you can play relatively safe, with a Sage and a Deadlock, you have to be kind of aggressive to make the most out of the kit, in my opinion. So, if anything, I think despite the double Sentinel here for Goats, I think they're still gonna go ham on these rounds, Josh.
Oh, yeah. Not surprising. I mean, look at this. We got a Brimstone as well. And you know how that stem beacon works?
Oh,
that thing speeds things up like 50%. I would not be surprised if they just run it down again. Of course, this is Bind, which is, yes, it's arguably a defender-sided map, but it's also the special of APAC as well. Remember, here on Bind, when it comes to the attack side, you need to move in fast or extremely slow. And, well, we're not in EMEA. We are not. So we're not going to see any slow ticks here.
Yeah, very much. That's very much true here. Bind is very similar to Split in that regard, right? We like to take it quick. We have some interesting comps here, and by interesting, I mean double duelists. Sometimes the Harbor comes out. But I find it interesting, Josh, that we're not seeing the traditional Sentinels here. Talking about Cypher or Killjoy on both sides. I mean, Bind, despite the map feeling not very big, there's still a lot of flanking potential, especially when you got agents that are very aggressive and very dependent on that kind of aggressive play. Somewhat like a Deadlock here, but it's hard to say because we don't really see a lot of Deadlock. I mean, take a look at the VLR pages and take a look at just how many Deadlock games there are. It's very rare, to say the least.
It's just the way that Deadlock works, right? It's a sound cue based utility, which means that, well, if you walk on through, it's not going to be a problem. And that's why people still prefer to play Cypher or the Killjoy to get that passive information from behind. You know, maybe even a chamber. But for the side of Deadlock, well, arguable, like you said, that a Deadlock can be used to be extremely aggressive because that wall, the cage that Deadlock has is also extremely useful. Stops them physically, but you can still shoot through it. So it doesn't exactly work the same way as the Sage Wall does.
Listen, it's kind of useful, it's interesting, but it's kind of weird, right? I mean, you're denying access.
It is weird.
Yeah, but you can shoot through the wall, so it has to be played to perfection to make the most out of it, which is why Deadlock isn't necessarily picked a lot, especially in the high levels of competitions like this. But we did see their performance in that last game. I think if any team could pull it off in today's matches, I think Goats definitely have the talent to back up the Deadlock pick with, especially in the hands of Second Love here. Again, the player with the most flank kills in that last game as a Cypher, and I think he's set up for success here in the second game, especially considering the fact that he's a part of the opposing team.
You know, the beauty of this as well is the fact that, remember, we talked about being able to see through the barrier cage of a Deadlock. But combine that with the smokes of a Brimstone, the longest smokes in the game. So it's perfect for spamming, but at the same time, you can't destroy it as simple as a Sage Wall, right? Because you just shoot at the wall and it's gone. But this time, even if you shoot through, you can't necessarily find the energy cores of the cage either. And that's why it makes it a lot more interesting, because you use Deadlock a lot. Whenever I do see it, it's used usually to double up on the smokes of a Brimstone.
Exactly. And on top of that, it takes a lot of bullets to take down, right? Even more than Sage Wall. So it's really going to be painful to play against, especially in the pistol rounds or even in the rifle rounds. I mean, you can get easily distracted trying to take down Deadlock walls, and then they're going to peek you, wide swing you all from Oblivion. And it's gonna be very, very hard to play against and with. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword, right? There's not a lot of people, there's not a lot of VODs to go by on how a Deadlock plays. There's not a lot of players who actually played in the professional scene. So I'm still drawing a question mark on this one. I think this could be the GOAT squad just trying to showcase the amount of talent that they have. Right? Because if you pull another 13-1 here, or even a 13-0 with a comp like this, I think there's no better showcase of what kind of prowess this team has.
I mean, reminds me of that one time you were watching Game Changers and we actually saw a 5-stack duelist comp. So maybe it's maybe they're trying something new. Maybe it's an attempt at a new strategy or an attempt to hide the strategy as well. When we get to the later stages of the tournament, because of course this is still the group stages. Quarterfinals happen tomorrow, and they have to go through quarter semis and then the finals. 3 more series to make it to the finals. So saving strats might be the move here.
True, exactly. Especially because of the performance that they had in the last game. I feel like they didn't necessarily have much of an idea of what Knights were capable of. So they went a little bit more towards the standard route in that split map, right? They didn't take any chances. They went for a standard-ish comp. And now that they have kind of a feel of the kind of disparity, if it exists, and skill that they have against the opponent, I think it definitely calls for some new strats, something experimental, or even more to that is something to hide the strats that you are going to go for in the semis or in the grand finals should they get to there. But one thing about that strat, Josh, is it's a fine line, right? You only have so many chances, especially in a bracket like this where there's no lower bracket.
Yep, that's where it gets a little bit more interesting, right? Because again, we have CKG, who is a collegiate team, versus the pro scene GOATs, wherein you definitely have a difference in quality of competition. And when you're not screaming against people of the same skill level, then you know it's gonna be different. I mean, it's okay to lose scrims because as long as you're gonna be able to back it up later on, because the whole point of scrims is to be able to sharpen the proverbial axe of your team to make it easier to get into the next few competitions that you go in. Hopefully that you can improve on the way, but looks like we're experiencing a few little problems. We're gonna go to a quick little break. Dominator Valorant tournament will be right back here at the NAOS YouTube channel. See you in a bit.
Each day is a new day. A new day to make memories that will make you smile. A new day to enjoy experiences that will make you laugh. A new day to define duties that will make you better. A new day to create moments.
Welcome back to day number 4 here of the Dominator group stage. And we're starting off the second game between GOATS and CKGG. Everything to lose here for CKGG. They have to win this game for a chance at qualifying. And now the rush begins. Knights, Josh, they're pulling a quick one down in A.
Yeah, they want to go straight ahead now. Making their way inside of the site with the usage of Wingman. Great way to use the low risk usage of the Wingman. But here Rose Sky on the outside gets caught by 3. It's a full-on rotate coming in from GOATS, and they don't even get to take a look at the deadlock coming in. So many people flooding over into bats, and they're just falling one by one. Didn't even have it up.
Yeah, Dark Fight's a couple with the paint shells, but there's just not enough time here for the there's not enough damage done. That's what I'm trying to say. GOATS again walk away with another pistol there. And they just walk again straight into what feels like a death squad here. They were pushed down so deep down into showers. And a beautiful read to start off the game here from the side of GOATS. I think credit where credit is due. That might be, I don't know, maybe Second Love's call, because that's looked like a telegraph play from CKGG, and GOATS reading that perfectly is just beautiful. It's marvelous to witness.
Yeah, nice and clean for the side of GOATS, because you know, sometimes you just gotta surprise your opponents. But here, the usage of Psycho right in front, immediate kill, and the rotate from Worship up. They're going to delay that, but they don't see Psycho coming on through. Crossfire so effective, and the back is there as well. Just what? Not. That's 2 flawless rounds in a row for GOATS.
2 rounds, and the momentum has not faded here for GOATS. Very similar to the last round there. They just took as many fights as they could, as quickly as they could. And then now they're going for an actual buy here on Narpim. Vandal, rest of the squad's just saving the guns from the last round. Judge, Marshall, Spectres across the board here. If they could translate this round, Knights might be in it for the long haul again. But let's wait and see. They haven't pulled off anything new here with the Harbor, which is what I'm vying for here in this round. It's a B split for the most part, but again, look at GOATS. They're already on a 3-man flank.
It's the same thing. Like we said, we were expecting GOATS to come in very aggressively, and it is happening. Look at this. Worship already getting 1 Eugene S as well. Following up on that, and we don't even see the kills happening because everything's happening way too fast. So it's gonna be Ging and Rose Sky. Oh, 1 kill coming in from the initiator, but they're getting swarmed by so many players on the side of GOATS, but they know where they are. Rotates over to A side. Rose Sky gets 1 as well to make things a little bit more equal. It's gonna be a 2v2, and the spike's gonna go down. But GOATS have no idea what's gonna be going on. Rotations now gonna be coming in. Second Love already in heaven. The TP comes on through. Finds Rose Sky. It's gonna be another kill. Ging, the last person standing. 1v2. He has so much utility here to try and deny that retake, to try and slow it down, but so much patience. He's not gonna peek out unless it's absolutely necessary. But the double team coming in from the 2 players of GOATS is great. It's gonna be worth it. Down, and Second Love follows on through. That right there is one hell of a peak.
1 swing and a half. That's how long it felt like. Second Love had the upper hand from the get-go there. 3-0, 2v1. And Ging unable to shine once more for the team here. And you said it yourself, Josh. There's a lot of the same thing that GOATS are doing. They're pushing and taking the frags. And now Psycho's got an op, as if things can get worse for Knights here. They lost their buy round, supposedly. And now there's only Ging with the gun. But Ging, I gotta say, Josh, has not been having the best series so far.
No, he is not. I don't know, maybe it's a little bit more pressure than he could handle, but here, CKGG playing it up like Manong Guard. 3 shotguns on hand with the... I don't know what else they can do. Psycho takes 1 and so does Narpim. So many weapons on the other side. Eugene's gonna find not much. He's gonna continue pushing. Gets one finally, and Joshua, only a stinger in hand, is gonna be overrun by opponents here. Can Beacon to hopefully make it easier, but the Odin is way too much. It's another round for Goats, 4-0.
No more 4-0. We're ready. UGNS being the only one to go down there. But they're looking unscathed from that round. Eco looking phenomenal. Again, the Knights run into the trouble of what they're going to do. They seem to be struggling adapting this super quick playstyle that the Goats are going for. And, well, no change necessarily due here for the strat of Goats, because if it ain't broke, don't fix it, Josh.
Yep. That's the most simple thing. If it ain't, don't what? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Good sir. Sometimes it's nice to keep it nice and simple. But Thrash being used to clear out as well as the rest of Goats are gearing up for what could be some violence coming from KNIGHTSGG. But with all the util being used up, second level find Rose Sky, that's gonna be one controller down. Continues to play Aim Lab. Stuck just inside of the cage too. This is why he wants the deadlock here. Oh, so good at keeping people out of Hookah from getting onto the side. Cycle is gonna be good for one, and KNIGHTSGG have to slow it down, have to rethink their life decisions.
I love that setup with the deadlock there. It's essentially like a mousetrap. You jump in from Hookah, you can't get out, you can't really use any utility to cover yourself up, and it's a halt this push. Now the push from the up.
Oh,
finds one kill, but can Joshua find the next? Nope.
Nope. Oh boy, it's gonna be King alone again. Time and time again. I don't know why, it's always the same guy, but now it's gonna be on D3. UGNS cleans it up 5-0. Goats, I think they want to beat their first record at 13-1, the best scoreline so far in this tournament. Maybe they can get a 13-0.
Have to wait and see. But Knights, I think it's due for a timeout here sooner rather than later. Haven't really used any impactful ults for the moment. I mean, sure, they've used Ging's ult in the last round, but it didn't really translate into anything. Now, Joshua about to come up with the orbital strike. And with the Reckoning from Rosikai, they could use their controllers to such a degree here, which is why I think they're going for the forced buy.
Ooh, boy. Don't know. Forced buy out of desperation to maybe catch them off guard, but the Odin in the hands of Narpin. They hear it. The almost unlimited bullet. Oh, they're popping inside the controllers. Smokes, and it's great. First kill, first blood finally going in favor of KNIGHTSGG, and the second as well. Hopefully for them, they can make their way onto the site, but there's still so much utility set up as well, Eugene.
Yeah, this is
trying to slow them down.
This is the best start that Knights have had so far in this game. One lurking down in B. UGNS looks to stop what is happening right now. Got a showstopper, but doesn't have a target for the moment. But take a look at how deep Rosikai is going. The movement and the shot! What was that?
What in the world is this movement? It's like he's playing a completely different game, and Psycho cleans up Ging as well on the other side. Two people left. Now, out of desperation, we're gonna push on forward. Sees Worship, great way to open up the side, to flash out as well to make sure that Psycho can't take that shot, but Spike is not in their care. They do not have it. So push right in. Psycho missed the shot. They flash it. Two people right in front. Double teaming in. Now it's gonna be 2v1. Eugene as the last person standing. But the advantage here is that he has the element of surprise. They don't know where he is, and the Spike's gonna be going down. 45 seconds on the clock, and Eugene S. Try to clean it up. He gets four kill for Eugene S. Just when you think he was down for the count.
20 HP left after securing that kill against Rosikai. UGNS not done taking the spotlights. Adds a little bit of spice to the lobby as well. What a performance so far from the duelist UGNS. And let's take a look at that one more time. How did they make this happen? Look, he was caught in the open, and then the movement saved him. Oh my god.
And this follow-up as well. I don't understand what in the world is going on. This was a 2v1. It only needed one bullet to take him, but he gets more and lines it up as well to get just one. Now it's 6-0 for Goats.
4 offs in their hands. First wing, good touch from Psycho. And here comes the deadlock ults. What is happening? What can Knights do here, Josh? They're caught between a rock and a hard place.
Not much they can do. I mean, Second Love has it locked down as well with the off. Pushing forward, peeks out, and still takes down his score. Second two. The amount of disrespect, the amount of confidence is way too much for the side of Goats right now. They are throwing all caution to the wind. Deaths be damned. They don't care as long as they finish things early. And Worship is here too.
Oh my god.
The wall chooses to perch on top of his ivory tower. Now, Ging alone. Second Love to get that third, and it's gonna be 7-0 for Goats.
Second Love dismantling his entire team there. With a 3K on the op, and now they're all getting one. They want a piece of that op pie. Look, Psycho gets the op, and look at their eco here as well, Josh. It's looking perfect here for Goats. Knights. Oh, I'm not even sure the amount of emotions their players are feeling right now. But it's not gonna be good. It's the comms here's gotta be rough here for Knights.
Oh man, can you imagine the mental on the side of the CKGG? That's 4 ops in the hands of Ghosts right now. Where do you even peek? And Psycho doesn't care. He pushes forward, sees Dark. Has to get out. Okay, finally some sort of punishment coming in from the side of CKGG. Equalizing the numbers, but remember, they don't really have the best weapons up either. It's gonna be Rose Sky with the second as well. Good for them here to slow it down. But still so much that they have to fight against. Molly's out. Ging, only little Marshall. Leading the charge will fall to Narpim, gets Juswa, and that's gonna be the controller down. They do still have Rosakai, but there's no space. They don't even know where to go.
A 360 from Eugene S. A little bit too fancy for Ging's liking, so he's gonna be punished off of that. But what? A read. A deep fry call means someone fell to that orbital strike. Brim ult thins the herd to a 2v2 now, but remember, still 2 ops and no rifles for the sides of the Knights.
Oh boy, not like this, man. That's only a Stinger and a Bucky. How do you even fight this? And Narpin's position is great. He's playing inside of triple, hopefully that nobody can push forward from U-Haul. And now it's gonna be a full-on rotate going towards B. Second Love knows where they are. The trap is there. You know, they don't know that he's right behind them. It's gonna be 2 people coming in. This guy.
Songkyu's done with it, Josh, but they're pushing up. They're about to make contact.
That's one thing. You see it? You know where Narpim is? They have an off in the hands, but Narpim heads him off. He's way too fast. 3rd kill now for the guy. Now it's gonna be Rosakai all alone. 1v2, he has the advantage of mobility. He will... No! Doesn't even work out. Second Love, the movement. They're playing a whole different game today. What is this? Goats throwing out all the movement, all the utilities, everything in their arsenal to make sure that CKGG can't get a single round.
I love it. It's like Love performing with the debut deadlock here at Dominator. And you know what, Josh? I'm pointing something out about that round. This is the first time that I saw the player right-handedness actually have an impact in the game, right? Worship had the Elder Dragon there. The Elder Operator.
Elder Flame.
Elder Flame Operator there. And it was just too big of a skin. Didn't see the guacamole play there from one of his opponents. And actually going down to just was unaware hands as well. But hey, round still round with Second Love's performance on this deadlock. This could be the tide turning round here for Knights.
Yes, hopefully for them. They're gonna be broke again if you can't convert this, but that's gonna be the showstopper brought out by Goats. It's great for the side of Goats. They're just somehow still alive. Narpim inside of the side gets one. They don't know. Noir and Dark fall one after the other. Ging can't even land a single shot. The retribution is there to do some more damage, but they can't even get a single thing. They can't find a way to distract them. Rosakai falls as well. It's gonna be Ging alone, trying to find something inside the side. Can't get a single shot, but finally gets Eugene S. And never gonna be coming in from all sides. And Narpim spices up the lobby once more. 9-0 for Goats.
No way this is happening. No way this is transpiring right in front of us. 9-0. The ops have been untoppled here from the Goats. And they're just throwing around their ults like it's nothing here, Josh. And somehow, some way, look at that! They survive! They survive!
He turns the corner at the last possible second and stays alive.
This is crazy. There's absolute murder here from Goats. The CKGG, they are not having a good time at all. Look at that. Ging, the star player, humbled down to a knife kill.
And it's 9-0.
Oh my god, look at the guns. 5 ops.
It's 5 ops. What do you even do here? How do you fight back? Oh, Thrash actually might see the good play here.
No, they didn't see!
Rosakai finally gets on forward. It's 2 kills now to trade off their fallen comrade. But now they're fighting onto the site. There's so much utility to slow them down. Narpim gets 1 more. Only 2 people left standing on the side of CKGG. Noir and Dark are separated, and the flames licking at Dark's Jays here, pushing him into the crosshairs of his opponent. It's gonna be Noir. Now it's raining down onto 2. There's only 2 people left. It's 1v2. They know where he is, and there's so much utility still in his hand. He uses his last flash to get the formation out. But not like this. The deadlock ult. There is no way out. The slow, painful way to die. 10-0 secured for Goats.
There's just no way out of this game. Knights, they're not catching any breaks. Through hell and high water, somehow, some way, the Goats pull through with every single round. And again, it's the 4-op setup. Psycho Bladestorm active. There's another big old up as well. Eugene S.'s showstopper. And it's just dismantling, demolition derby here for the Goats. And Knights, he's forced behind their way here. No timeouts no more. No saving. They're just gonna try their darndest to win these fights.
They have no choice. Every round is important from this point on.
There you go.
And now their game goes. Takes down Psycho to punish him for his sins. That's gonna be an upgrade for him as well. Now that's gonna be 3 rifles on the side of CKGG, which should make it easier now that they have a little bit more weaponry on the way. Dark pushing on forward here into U-Haul. Not gonna be able to get too much information, but at least they do have the spike down. Narpin gets caught inside of his own smoke as well. But is 3v5 CKGG. This is the best chance they have to get around, using everything they can to hold onto the small part of the site that they do have. Better than nothing. Now we're counting down the seconds to this retake. Eugene S looking for information. Rotates over. Showstopper in hand. Blows them up. But Noir takes him down. There's only 2 people left. Off in hand. Dark gets worship. It's gonna be second love finally down. And CKGG finally hatched their egg.
It all started with Ging's first frag there. Shutting down the Bladestorm meant there isn't anything else in the arsenal of Goats apart from the ops. It started here. Ging gets the kill. And calls upon a bit of a push down in A, uses the Harbor util, and another botch attempt there at the push. Worship going down, and finally the Knights on the board, 10-1. It's looking a lot like game number 1 here, but at least now, there's a little bit more room to work with here, Josh. 2 rounds to get the match point here for the Goats, which is not a lot, but it's more than last game here, Josh.
No, it's not a lot, but it's better than nothing. Psycho sprays down onto 1, but there's trade as well. Deadlock util not exactly working in his favor. That's why the deadlock is not so popular. But here, that's already 2 people down for the side of CKGG. They have to slow it down once more. No ults and not too many ways to get onto the side. But luckily, they do have 2 initiators, which should make it easier for them to make them work their way on the inside of the site. But the second love will reduce that number down to 2. It's Ging and Noir. All that is left. Noir gets 2. He knows where the third is, but second love is there behind them. It's now Ging against second love. Teammate versus teammate. Flash is coming out as well. It's gonna be make a run for the B side, a bum rush for the other side. Now, is he gonna go for the rotate? No.
That is the question.
He's gonna slow it down.
Take a look at how Second Love approached that 1v1. He was flashed by the Dizzy, still went for the peak. That's how confident the players are right now, but he's not expecting! And Ging to find the second round on the board there. The Knights finally catch a break here. But we're going into the second half there, Josh. And this is where the composition of the Goats are supposedly made for.
And that's the worst part.
Yeah.
This is your worst side. And somehow, Goats have yet to show the harder part, the stronger side of the map for their comp right now. They're built for this. They're built to end it. They only need 3 rounds to win.
Gosh. 3 rounds. All starts with the pistol, remember. With the pistol rounds, the chances for Knights have not been good, statistically at least. Past 3 pistols, they haven't had much success. The good thing about this round, though, is, well, good thing or bad, depends on how you view it, is 4 of the players here of Goats have those sheriffs, so very risky investments out of the 4 of them. And it's starting to pay off already. Workshop with the first ditch. First touch gets the second. And they're not done, Josh. They're pushing up.
Oh, God. He just pushed all the way forward. Now it's going to be Noir all alone. 1v5 and so much util in the hands of his enemy team. And it's just going to be so clean. A flawless pistol round coming in from Goats, which will set them up for 11-2. If they can take this round and maybe even the third in a row, it's pretty much over.
It is. I should, in my opinion, should be forced buying at this point. It seems like they will. Ging picking up the Stinger. Noir on the Sheriff. It's all kind of undecided at the moment, but 11-2. He gets 2 rounds to work with here. Have to make the most out of each and every one. And the question is, do they force the weapons? Seems like the answer is more of a 50-50 answer. Noir on the Sheriff and just while playing it close.
Oh boy. I like this though. The attempt here with the Bucky does get Psycho, slows it down because now you have one less dive duelist to get inside. No duelists. It's only gonna be Eugene. But it's all gonna depend on how they want to do this. A little bit of fun on the side of CKGG, throwing in the utils towards Hookah. There it goes. Eugene, the judge cleans it up nice. Through in to Hookah. It's gonna be Joshua left on the side. The rotation should be coming in recently, but well, I don't think Goats are that interested in playing a fair game anymore. That's gonna be so much util used to slow it down. It's somehow, some way, CKGG is slowing the. What? Wait! Look at Joshua.
From the push.
Joshua, the timing. No! The timing. No! He looks over at the last second. Oh! Sticks it down still. It's gonna be Rosukai now. Entart coming in from behind. The Bucky finally converting a kill. It's still gonna be a 1v2. It's a game of close quarters, and Worship gets him through the wall. Map point and match point for the side of Goats. They are so close to ending this.
They just can't catch a break here. And Joshua was just holding that angle for so long. The instant that he looked to the right for a literal split second, Eugene S was there. Like, how does this happen? Knights, they're... It's gotta be a big blow to their mental, as if this entire series haven't already been more of the same story. And take a look at their guns. Guardians, Buck East, the only one with a gun is Noir. Can they save this game? Can they push us to the game 3? It seems like they're fighting up.
Oh boy. Utility now being thrown out as they hold on to this. Rosukai is gonna be good for one more, but Worship finds kill elsewhere on the map. Question now of whether or not these upgrades are gonna be worth the investment. Here with Dark holding onto the angle, barely there. The showstopper to take him down. Rosukai good for a third, a fourth, and now Ging cleans it up. Suddenly CKGG gets something out of this first round, but they still have a long way to go.
Yeah, such a tall order, but Rosukai the key to saving that round from falling apart. Nai actually single-handedly holding down that Showers area. Guardian, and you can see the struggle that they faced. Talking about the Goats here to get into that, they even had to invest the showstopper with no success at all. So they're gonna be the ones on the fence now. 12-3. But the weapons are just not looking ideal. But we've seen them work with less. And we've seen them make it work. So not out of the weeds yet here for Knights.
No, not yet. There's still a small possibility. Of course, even if they have the better weapons right now, remember that the experience for the side of Goats is still so much literal multiples of what CKGG has so far, and they gonna be continuing to struggle round after round. Even if they can get 9 in a row, they still can't get this. What the judge in the hands? Avdar gets one, the revive as well. Nice and quick. And Psycho goes straight inside. Not a single care in the world. It's gonna be 4v3 right now as Goats are taking full stock of the side. Judge in hand. Another 2 kills coming in from Psycho. It's just one last person standing. Gets one. Everything is in his hands. 1v3 and Joshua falls. Goats clean it up with a 2-0 sweep.
Living up to their name. The Goats with the best performance so far in Dominator. 13-1, 13-3. It cannot get much better than that. And the icing on top of it all, Second Love performing beautifully against their teammates. It's just poetic almost here. The storylines write themselves, but unfortunately for the Knights, it is the end of the line for them here at Dominator. But what a thrashing they experienced against the GOATs here. Definitely shows the difference between the multitudes, as I said, of experience, and it's showing up here at the Dominator. It's just beautiful to see.
Yeah. Absolutely beautiful performance coming out from the more experienced pro players who were, of course, tried and tested in the pro scene. KNIGHTSGG made a good effort, but it was just not enough. Maybe next time. That's gonna be our first quarterfinalist for today. I think we do have one more series datum, and that's gonna be between another two teams that will happen in a bit, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, stay tuned, folks, because we'll be right back with the second series. This is the Dominator. Don't go anywhere.
Yeah, I'm the king when I'm in a van. I'm a G when I'm in a van. Going things out, I'm in a man. Ain't nothing but a go dang, go dang. Hit him with the left right. Tag with ginger, make fire, blow up. Let the boys get night, good night. Got me showing you that. Yeah, I'm the king when I'm in a van. I'm a G when I'm in a van. Going things out, I'm in a man. Ain't nothing but a go dang, go dang. 绝杀的功力，我们并不缺乏学家，天生在深度之后变化。来来来，全力游戏过大，拿下吧，赌上作为身价。来吧，也拿给下，这场就是胜利属于赢家。
Each day is a new day to make memories that will make you smile, a new day to enjoy experiences that will make you laugh, a new day to define duties that will make you better, a new day to create moments that will make you happy. A new day to live life, to inspire others. After today, when you look back, you would have lived a year filled with happy moments. Hashtag 365 days of happiness.
Take care of it.
Copy that.
Kingdom should never have abandoned my research. If it set us back years, All that effort wasted.
You think this is worth risking our lives?
So easily spooked by a bedtime story.
You mean the rumors of assassins targeting us?
One assassin. He kills everyone connected to this research.
That's not possible.
Myth-making at its worst.
One hired gun responsible for dismantling entire operations. It's pure fantasy.
That's because he's bulletproof. He took out an entire squad with one round. I heard one time he even...
Enough!
Look, I'm just telling you what I heard. Anyone goes up against him disappears for good.
My head was popping and popping, love in the morning. Blue come over, come in the morning. Vogue in the flick, I be here the minute more when I'm on the air. Y'all boys so pitiful, wanna be my pet. Oh well, good boy, cause you won't understand.
He's a bulletproof wizard.
Magic ain't real.
You know why they call him the Dead Lilac, right? It's the purple flash you see before you die.
Seriously? Then how do you know any of this?
He doesn't. All he has are stories.
Let's move out. And no more stories.
Too bad. 你们这个故事可好了。
I am the chosen one, as I feel like tripping on rewind. The blessing I got from the angels around me are really some A1. I am the chosen one, as I feel like tripping on rewind. The blessing I got from the angels around me are really some A1.
Hotel 101 Manila, located in the Bay Area, is an ideal hotel for groups. The hotel has 518 happy rooms. Each room has a queen-size bed and single bed setup, and conveniences such as complimentary breakfast, Wi-Fi, and parking. It also has a dedicated shuttle service for events, going to wherever your convention might be in the World Trade Center, PICC, Mall of Asia Arena, or SMX Convention Center. Rest and relax after a long day in the swimming pool, or dine in and enjoy the food at Horizon Cafe. Hotel 101 Manila is your MICE hotel in Manila. Happy to meet you in Iloilo, especially at Injap Tower Hotel, your gateway to Iloilo history and culture, and Western Visayas' many adventures. The hotel has 194 happy rooms, a swimming pool, gym, and a spa, and meeting rooms at Horizon Cafe on the 21st floor with unparalleled city views. Injap Tower Hotel is your choice whenever you have meetings, conventions, and events in Iloilo. Its central location just across SM City Iloilo and nearby the Iloilo Convention Center and the Iloilo Business Park makes it more convenient for guests to go around and make the most out of their every stay. Happy meeting you at Hotel 101 Group.
Yeah, I'm the king when I'm in the rain. I'm a G when I'm in the van. Going things out, I'm in a man. Ain't nothing but a go dang, go dang. Hit him with the left right. That was in the mid fire door. Let the boys get night, get night. Got me chilling with that. Yeah, I'm the king when I'm in the rain. I'm a G when I'm in the van. Going things out, I'm in a man. Ain't nothing but a go dang, go dang. 绝杀的功力，我们并不缺乏。学家电视在深度之后变化，来来来，冲的游戏扩大，拿下吧，赌上所有身价。Everybody get knocked, get shot， 这场就是胜利属于赢家。
Each day is a new day to make memories that will make you smile, a new day to enjoy experiences that will make you laugh, a new day to define duties that will make you better, a new day to create moments that will make you happy. A new day to live life to inspire others. After the day, when you look back,
Welcome back, folks, to the final day of qualifying here at Dominator. My name is Daydum, kasama ko dito nag-iisa na si Jules Suave, and we have an announcement to make regarding the next game that is supposed to take place.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, yes, we were supposed to have one more series today between Sector 0 and AGTANG BAHOG SINGOT, but unfortunately, ABS is not going to be able to play, which means that Sector 0 are going to be moving forward to the quarterfinals. But that also means that our brackets in the quarterfinals are finally decided. Taking a quick look, we're going to recap everything for you guys. Of course, we had 2 weeks worth of Valorant action so far here in Dominator. And for Group A, that's AE Reaper versus VF Panther. Group B, Adam Celestials versus Boss Asian Squad. Group C, Zol Esports and Aim DOS fought it out yesterday to make themselves in their current place. And for the Group D, to recap our last quarterfinalist, that's going to be GOATS, which we saw with a clearing 2-0 earlier today, versus Sector 0, which will be happening in the following days here at Dominator for a sweet, sweet part of that sweet, sweet prize money. The grand prize, 101,101 pesos.
Yes, we're down to half here, and I can't wait to get further into the competition. It's only gonna get tighter, and you know that means we're gonna have even a better Valorant than what we already had in the past 2 weeks. Before we say goodbye today, though, we'd like to thank Hotel 101, of course, for making Dominator a possibility. Josh, let me ask you this. Where are you going to stay when we meet up in Manila?
Of course, it's going to be a Hotel 101. It's right across the street from the venue. Come on.
Exactly.
Why would I go anywhere else?
Exactly. Hotel 101, like, it's such a great stay. I love the ambiance. The last time I slept there, it's the best sleep I've had my entire life. I miss it so much. So if you want a clean and safe environment to stay in, that's really comfortable as well, that doesn't hurt the budget too much, make sure to check out Hotel 101. Book now at their website.
You know, they also have airport transfer service, if I'm not mistaken, which makes it easier for me because I'm going to be flying in from Cebu.
Yeah,
but never mind that. I think that's going to be the end of today's Dominator broadcast. Again, it's me, Josuave, here with Dana. We're going to see you guys next week for some more Dominator Valorant action.
Bye. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, I'm the king when I'm in the van. I'm a G when I'm in the van. Going things out of the man. Ain't nothing but a go dang, go dang. Hit him with the left right. Talk with you to me, follow up. Let the boys get night, good night. Got me showing you that. Yeah, I'm the king when I'm in the van. I'm a G when I'm in the
Each day is a new day to make memories that will make you smile, a new day to enjoy experiences that will make you laugh, a new day to define duties that will make you better, a new day to create moments that will make you happy, a new day to live life, to inspire others. After the day, when you look back, you would have lived a year filled with happy moments. Hashtag 365 days of happiness.
Take care of it.
Copy that.
Kingdom should never have abandoned my research. It set us back years. All that effort wasted.
You think this is worth risking our lives?
So easily spooked by a bedtime story.
You mean the rumors of assassins targeting us?
One assassin. He kills everyone connected to this research.
That's not possible.
Myth-making at its worst.
One hired gun responsible for dismantling entire operations. It's pure fantasy.
That's because he's bulletproof. He took out an entire squad with one round. I heard one time he even...
Enough!
Look, I'm just telling you what I heard. Anyone goes up against him disappears for good.
On my head was popping and popping, love in the morning, blue come over the calm in the morning, vogue in the flick. I be here the minute more when I'm on the air. Y'all boys so pitiful, wanna be my pet. Oh well, good boy, cause you won't understand.
He's a bulletproof wizard.
Magic ain't real.
You know why they call him the Dead Lilac, right? It's the purple flash you see before you die.
Seriously? Then how do you know any of this?
He doesn't. All he has are stories.
Let's move out. And no more stories.
Too bad. 你们这个故事可好了吧？
I am the chosen one, as I feel ain't tripping on rewind. The blessing I got from the angels around me, I really some A1. I am the chosen one, as I feel ain't tripping on rewind. The blessing I got from the angels around me, I really some A1.
Hotel 101 Manila, located in the Bay Area, is an ideal hotel for groups. The hotel has 518 happy rooms. Each room has a queen-size bed and single bed setup, and conveniences such as complimentary breakfast, Wi-Fi, and parking. It also has a dedicated shuttle service for events, going to wherever your convention might be in the World Trade Center, PICC, Mall of Asia Arena, or SMX Convention Center. Rest and relax after a long day in the swimming pool, or dine in and enjoy the food at Horizon Cafe. Hotel 101 Manila is your MICE hotel in Manila. Happy to meet you in Iloilo, especially at Injap Tower Hotel, your gateway to Iloilo history and culture, and Western Visayas' many adventures. The hotel has 194 happy rooms, a swimming pool, gym, and a spa, and meeting rooms at Horizon Cafe on the 21st floor with unparalleled city views. Injap Tower Hotel is your choice whenever you have meetings, conventions, and events in Iloilo. Its central location just across SM City Iloilo and nearby the Iloilo Convention Center and the Iloilo Business Park makes it more convenient for guests to go around and make the most out of their every stay. Happy meeting you at Hotel 101 Group.
Yeah, I'm the king when I'm in the ring. I'm a G when I'm in the van. Going things out, I'm in a man. Ain't nothing but a go dang, go dang. Hit him with the left right,
Each day is a new day. A new day to make memories that will make you smile. A new day to enjoy experiences that will make you laugh. A new day to define duties that will make you better. A new day to create moments that will make you happy. A new day to live life, to inspire others. After the day, when you look back, you would have lived a year filled with happy moments. Hashtag 365 days of happiness.
Take care of it.
Copy that.
Kingdom should never have abandoned my research. It set us back years. All that effort wasted.
You think this is worth risking our lives?
So easily spooked by a bedtime story.
You mean the rumors of assassins targeting us?
One assassin. He kills everyone connected to this research.
That's not possible.
Myth-making at its worst.
One hired gun responsible for dismantling entire operations. It's pure fantasy.
That's because he's bulletproof.
Adding more blood with a kick home. Pedal on a pedal with an old kick. But for that, cut through C on the and move. Get lifted by the get cool. Let's do flat where you at. Body giving it all.
He took out an entire squad with one round. I heard one time he even...
Enough!
Look, I'm just telling you what I heard. Anyone goes up against him disappears for good.
My head was popping and popping. Love in the morning. Go come over to come in the morning. Vogue in the flick. I be here the minute more when I'm on the air. Y'all boys so pitiful. Wanna be my pet. Oh well, good boy, cause you won't understand.
He's a bulletproof wizard.
Magic ain't real.
You know why they call him the Dead Lilac, right? It's the purple flash you see before you die.
Seriously? Then how do you know any of this?
He doesn't. All he has are stories.